what changed after that? How did they get the game back?
You know, they just got hot. You know, they're a good team. They're always going to make runs. Steph, you know, didn't really hit a shot through three quarters, and then, you know, came in, hit a couple. And, you know, they got the lead up like that.
Was there any inkling that you had maybe this morning or otherwise that LeBron wasn't going to be able to play tonight?
No, I didn't even know until when y'all found out. So thought he was going to play all along, but, you know, his health is more important right now. So.
What was the process of trying to reconfigure the game plan a little bit to account for that?
I mean, the game plan always starts on the defensive end, so you know, it didn't really matter too much. You know, we had a great game plan. We followed it, but it was short. You know, regardless of who was playing or not.
Luke commended you for going to try to take the charge on Cousins. Did you think you had a chance to get there?
I thought I did, but you know, it's gonna happen. You know, when you play defense, you're gonna get dunked on sometimes. I've got a tip dunk on him too. That counts. So.
As well as you guys played, does it just matter? You guys running out of gas there in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we played well. We played well for, you know, all but 10 minutes. So, you know, it's gonna happen. It's all good.
Do you feel like you made any personal strides playing to the hip today versus maybe
Yeah, today it felt a lot better. It's getting better day by day. It was a little sore, but you know, training staff is doing a great job of trying to get me back 100%. So.
You had a little alley-oop, I guess, in the first half, I guess.
Alley-oop.
Yeah, dunk.
Same thing, yeah. I got you. Go ahead.
How hard is it to have LeBron come out of the game, you know, not get scratched that close to game time? And how do you feel you guys responded?
I mean, we almost won the game. I know we were in it for, you know, majority of the game, and you know, basketball's a game of runs, and it has to run. So.
Really happy again with the fight our guys had. It seemed like we ran out of gas a little bit down the stretch there, and obviously they're the defending champs. You know, Steph had a pretty poor shooting game and comes in and knocks down, you know, huge threes, and Andre steps up and makes plays, and you know, they got a lot of really good players and who made plays as we kind of fizzled out a little bit. So we could have been better, but I was overall very pleased with our guys' the way they competed.
When the Warriors ramp up their defense in that fourth quarter, what are the things you're trying to encourage that are difficult with the way they're playing?
Well, it's when we got everything we talk about, everything we work on, we have to even do that much better. The ball movement. You know, it's natural when guys, the other team's on a run, or they step up their defense to try to go one-on-one. But that just makes the other team's defense better. So. We got to continue to be aggressive, attack, but also look to, you know, create for others. And a few times we did. We had some open looks we didn't knock down, and a few times we should have made extra passes that we didn't. And, you know, give them the credit.
LeBron was out. You fall down by 14 early. What were the things that you did to get back into the game and eventually take that 10-point lead?
Our defense turned up a lot, really. We started kind of, you know, I know they scored a lot of points, but I felt like we got engaged on the defensive end first, and then we started finding a rhythm offensively, making some shots, you know, really competing, just getting lost in the competition, which we talk about all the time. But I think it started with our defensive engagement.
Outside of Steph getting hot, is there anything else that you point to that turned the tide? From what point?
Andre hit some big threes. You know, they got some momentum when Cousins had that big dunk. But, you know, and we called a timeout to talk about it. I mean, that's what, you know, with injuries we have, and we play a lot of young guys. Like, we talk about it. Like, look, they got momentum right now, and we need to shut it off. And we shut it off by being solid and getting stops. Executing on offense, and we didn't do a good enough job of that. They kind of carried that momentum and just kept riding with it, and they made the big plays down the stretch, and we did not.
Speaking of that dunk, what do you make of Kuzma, you know, attempting to draw the charge in that situation?
Absolutely, everyone in the NBA should get dunked on. You know, I mean, if you're really playing to win, as good as the athletes are in this league, when you're rotating over, and you know, he knew he was late, but he still sacrificed his body and tried to get in there and give up his body for a stop. You know, he was didn't get outside the restricted, but that's the mentality we want, and that's the attitude we want.
I'm sure guys maybe had some earlier inkling than we did that LeBron was going to be playing this game, but how do you feel like they kind of recollected and sort of maybe pregame and then early in the game when, LeBron's a late scratch for you guys?
I thought it probably threw us off a little bit early, just because our pregame shoot around was one game plan, and then once we found out that he wasn't going to play, we switched some of that. So I think it's tough to play at this level when you're thinking, and I think our guys had to kind of it took us some time to adjust to what the new game plan was, and because of that we were a little late on rotations, things of that nature. But our guys, they do a heck of a job competing. They found it, they communicated it out. Rondo was great out there talking. Tyson, even though he didn't play, was up and talking the whole game. So they did a nice job of getting better as the game went along.